Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd. Today we're talking about Babylon 5. In this particular episode, we have some things that are coming to a head. Now, we have already witnessed the breakup of the Centauri Republic into a point to where the emperor had gone mad and has now been deposed, and a government is rebuilding under the prime ministership of Londo Mollari, who has retreated to Babylon 5 in order to keep from being assassinated himself. Then we have a situation of the Narn, who are busy rebuilding their world. And those things have kind of kept the two of them out of the story, even though they are the two most popular characters in it, arguably. But what we have now is the parties that have not really had the big attention at this point, and the Minbari is one of them. There is problems on the Minbari homeworld in that with the dissolution of the Grey Council, the warrior, worker, and religious caste have separated, and they are causing strife within the normal inhabitants of the planet. And so this is something that strikes Delenn as something that needs to be directed directly by her, because she has the unique position of having been on the Grey Council before to kind of bridge the gap between the castes, and of course her heroicism during the war with the Shadows. We don't hear much about of course, the Shadows have gone their own way, and so, of course, have cautious people. And so what we're left with is just kind of normal problems that you might have in any kind of government. Now, President Clark on Earth has led a dictatorial regime, and they are spreading all kinds of propaganda against Babylon 5 in hopes of being able to be not blamed whenever they come in and finally destroy the station or just take it over or whatever they do. And part of the deal they need to do is to diminish the reputation of Captain Sheridan, who is a war hero and well-liked among Earth. However, Sheridan comes up with an idea that can counter some of this propaganda, and so that goes into play. At the same time, with Franklin on Mars, who gives a rousing speech to the resistance there is the intention of bringing in Mars to help bring about the overthrow of Clark, as well as try to address problems that they have had up to this time, and a promise that Mars would become an independent republic rather than just a colony of Earth. So all of this is in play right now, and what it boils down to, besides a little side romance for Dr. Franklin, is a come to understanding moment, shall we say, between Delenn and Sheridan. Now, Delenn and Sheridan have played up this romance for quite a few episodes now, and it's kind of detracting from what they're there to do. Delenn points out to Sheridan that he is a different person having returned from Zahadum than he was when he went, and he's got an important destiny to fulfill, and that she actually might be impeding that, and his own denial that anything has changed is impeding that. And for her part, Delenn needs to go back to the Minbari homeworld and try to pull the people back together. She's the one person who could do it because she has been a war hero of her own during the Shadow War. She was a member of the Grey Council, a member of the religious caste, and yet has been in war footing and can then pull together the two dominant castes in order to try to rebuild the society on Minbar. So the romance between her and Sheridan appears to be just a little bit on the self-serving side rather than the more heroic side that they both need to be. So most of that is just in preparation for what the plot is going to go forward toward, and the underlying message of it all is that even after a war, there's a lot to be done in order to clean up the mess that it made. And so that's what we have at this juncture in this episode. So I'd like to know what you think about it. Please put it in the comments below. And of course, we're here to read your comments, and if you will, and we'll answer most of them. If we can ask you to subscribe to the channel, we'd appreciate it. That helps us move along. And click a like, if you will. Somebody at YouTube probably pays some attention to that. So thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow with our review of Deep Space Nine. And until then, don't go far.